ورحمة الله وبركاته. Return back again for the second term. Let's start today to talk about Connect Plus 4 Unit 7 Lesson 1. If you are ready, let's make like, share, and subscribe, and let's start.
All around the world. And now go for the Lesson 1, our world. And we start with the main vocabulary. Environments. Environments. Coastal. Coastal. Mountainous. Mountainous. Polar. Polar. Rural. Rural. Urban. Urban. Desert. Desert. Rainforest. Rainforest. And etc. Vocabulary. Places. Places. Temperature. Temperature. Weather. Weather. The Arctic. The Arctic. The Antarctic. The Antarctic. Sparsely populated. Sparsely populated. Densely populated. Densely populated. Continent. Continent. Metropolitan area. Metropolitan area. Traffic. Traffic. Forest. Forest. Swamps. Swamps. Land. Land. Special ways. Special ways. Reptiles. Reptiles. Mammals. Mammals. Insects. Insects. Survive. Survive. And move now to the conjugation of verbs. And we start with the regular verbs. Pay attention for this part because we have to know the two ways of the verbs in present and in the past. Important to memorize those kind of verbs. Okay, we will start with present and then past. Learn, learn, or learn it. Form, formed. Order, ordered. Talk, talked. Help, helped. Visit, visited. Cover, covered. Listen, listened. Rain, rained. Travel, traveled. Look, looked. Check, checked. Use, used. Compare, compared. Improve, improved. Describe, described. Live, lived. Survive, survived. Change, changed. Breathe, breathed. And move now to irregular verbs. Present and past. Read, read. Understand, understood. Make, made. See, saw. Think, thought. Do, did. Can, could. Find, found. Write, wrote. Get, got. Choose, chose. Have to, had to. And here we will start to know some important information to know. Did you know the Amazon covers 40% of South America and is the world's largest rainforest? What does it mean, this important information? The Amazon Amazon is a first, okay? So it covers 40% of South Africa. This South Africa, it's a continent, okay? And is the world's largest rainforests. So it's a very big place and important to know how is it big. And also another information, which is the second largest, is the Congo in Africa. So we have another places also, which is the second place in the Congo in Africa. So these kind of places with the natural, it's very important to know about this and to discover more and more about these places. Another more information. Did you know it is harder to get enough oxygen when you breathe at the top of the high mountain? Okay, so we talk here about the people who would like to climb the mountains and to be on the top like this in the pictures. Important information to know about that. The oxygen there in this top place is very not very easy to know to breathe. So important to know that the oxygen, it's not easy to breathe in this place. So if you aren't used to begin in the mountains, it can make you sick. So the people should be check their health before doing something like that. And now we can go inside our lesson to know more about it. Read and learn. What we have to read today and learn. There are different environments in our world. Okay, so now we learn about different environments in different places. Let's start with one by one to know more about each one. The first one, rainforest environment. Rainforest environment. There are lots of trees, plants, and flowers here. So we start about the plants. Lots of animals live in these places. Okay, so this kind of environment, it's including animals and plants. Okay, what else? For example, there are insects, birds, reptiles, and mammals. It often rains and the temperature is hot. So here in this part, he gave me many information. The first one about the kind of plants which can be available in this place, like trees, plants, and flowers. And talk to me also about the animals. Okay, which kind of animals? He gave me examples here like insects, birds, reptiles, and mammals. So these kind of animals and plants who live in this environment. What else? He told me also about the weather and told me here the temperature is hot. So this kind of first is the temperature is hot. Okay, this information about the rainforest environment. Let's go for number 2, coastal environment. Okay, ايه اللي عايز يقوله لي عن coastal environments? This environment is where the land is next to the sea. Okay, so here we will talk about special information about the land, which could be near the water in the sea. In some places, there are beaches with sand. Yes, here, for example, in this picture, we can see the beach, which including the sand, which connected with the sea. Okay, it's a kind of land, but we still have more. And sometimes there are swamps, and we have also swamps, which could be dirty. Okay, and forests. Okay, so here we have another kind of land beside the sea, like swamps, it's another one, and forests. And also in the forests, we can find water beside the land. Okay, and we have here example for this kind of environment, like the Nile Delta is an example, and so is the Red Sea. So he told me here about this kind of environment, how it could be. It should be land next to the sea. Okay, number 3, desert environment. What about desert environment? In previous studying, we already know some information about the desert, but we have more here. It is very dry in this environment. Yes, because the weather in the desert is hot and there is no much rain, so it should be dry. The animals and plants that live in here have to find clever ways to survive. Yes, because this natural of this kind of desert, it's not easy to live there. So the animals and plants should find clever ways to survive without a lot of water. Yes, you can find these environments on every continent. Okay, so that's what we have to know now. The desert is available in different places around the world, and they can be hot or cold. So the desert environment that doesn't include too much water, and the animals and plants who live there need special ways to survive, and also some of them hot and some also are cold. Number 4, rural environments. Okay, what about rural environments? There aren't many houses or buildings here. Because some places it's like farms. So this place often has more animals and plants. Not many people live here, so it is sparsely populated. Sparsely populated, which means doesn't include too much people live there. It can have lots of different kinds of weather, but it's a quiet place to live. Let's go for part by part from this place. In the beginning, he told me there aren't many houses or buildings. Yes, because he told me after some time it's separately populated. Because if we don't have too much people live in this place, so no need for more houses or buildings. Okay, what about the animals and plants? He told me here this place often has more animals and plants because this place it's including more natural place. So the animals and the plants like to be there in natural places. Not many people live here. Yes, that's why there is no more houses or buildings. So it is separately populated. It can have lots of different kinds of weather. Yes, there's different kinds of weather, but it's a quiet place to live. It's a quiet place to live. So some people who would like to live in this kind of environment. Number 5, polar environments. There are 2 of these environments. Okay, 2 of these environments in the world. The Arctic and the Antarctic. So it is cold and windy here. With a lot of ice, some animals have found ways to live here, but there aren't any trees or flowers. Let's go also for part by part. There are 2 of these environments in the world. So one of them in the Arctic and the other one in the Antarctic. Okay, it is cold and windy. Can you see the place? It's cold and windy also. So this kind of environment, you cannot find too much plants in this place. Pay attention for this. Some animals have found ways to live here. Some animals can find their food by any way, but there aren't any trees or flowers. So the plants couldn't live in this kind of environment. Number 6, urban environments. What about urban environment? This is which more populated for the people. This is a metropolitan area. Metropolitan area, which is densely populated. Most people in the world live in this kind of environment. So many people around different places would like to live in this kind of environment. There are lots of buildings. Yes, because the buildings related to the people. So if there is too much people, we can find more buildings. And there can be a lot of traffic, of course. So if there is too much people, we can find a lot of traffic. 2. Number 7, mountainous environment. It can be difficult for people to live and travel in this high environment. Yes, this environment is very high, so it's so hard for the people to live and going back every day for this place. So it's hard to live there. They are very beautiful places. Yes, it's natural, too much natural there, so it's beautiful places, but they can be cold because it's high area with lots of rain or snow. And the weather can be changed quickly, which make it harder for the people to live there. The animals and plants that live here have to find special ways to survive. So it's not easy for the animals and plants to live there, but they have to find the special ways to survive and be there. In this part, we can say we've finished lesson 1. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And see you in the next video. Bye-bye.